So if you just so happen to own a lithium-ion battery-powered electric car, plug-in hybrid, especially one made by Stellantis, without putting too fine a point on it, it could be safe to say you might be fucked. You've probably, I should say hopefully, heard by now, Stellantis issuing a recall for some 154,032 Jeep Wrangler and Jeep Cherokee 4xe plug-in hybrids. The issue? Well, they might catch fire. The problem is potentially so bad that Stellantis is advising customers not to drive the cars, don't charge the cars, park them outside, away from structures, because you don't want that building to burn down with the car. But wait, there is a silver lining. Your risk for fire is lessened if the battery is dead. And the reason for this recall is the batteries. The same lithium-ion batteries that are supposed to deliver sustainable transportation energy into the future. They're going to save the planet, if you believe that fantastical nonsense. The only thing sustainable about these batteries are the fires that burst out of them when shit goes wrong. I mean, you can't put these fires out by conventional means. You cannot kill an EV battery fire. And the manufacturer of these cars that these people laid down their hard-earned money for probably couldn't afford them in half the cases of where these cars are bought. They're telling these people your car could burst into flames, whether it's parked or being driven. And the physical problem going on with these batteries that are supposed to save us all is the manufacturer of the cells, the separator between the cathode and the anode, which is usually a polymer layer, to keep those two things from interacting directly, because shit happens when they do. That's defective, which makes the cells susceptible to damage, which can cause them to catch fire. The batteries in these plug-in hybrids are similar to your garden variety EV, only smaller, some voltage differences and whatnot, and the number of cells is the biggest change, whereas a hybrid battery will have somewhere between 20 and 200 plus cells. An EV battery can have over 1,000, and any one of which can cause a fire if something goes south. Now what I'm seeing is the fix is a software flash and a battery replacement if necessary. Now, I don't see how a software flash is going to correct a physical battery problem, so I'm assuming that's for diagnostic purposes. They'll get error codes indicating a possible problem in the cells, and then they'll replace the battery. That's fine, but I think they should be replacing all of them. Everybody that comes in, they need to get a new fucking battery. That's not going to blow up. So Stellantis is estimating that 5% of all vehicles encompassed in the recall are currently affected. I think that statement should be amended to say 5% are affected right now. The defect in these cells makes the battery susceptible to damage. Maybe they haven't suffered damage yet that could cause this failure. It's like this. You get your recall letter, you go to the dealer, they go ahead, they do what they got to do with it, they run the software flash, and they don't get any error codes. They give it a clean bill of health. They send you on your way. You're feeling happy. You hit a big fucking pothole when you leave the dealership. Go home. The next day, your house could be in flames, burning down all around you. I think earlier this year, there was a recall on Chrysler Pacifica hybrids for the same thing. And maybe a year ago, there was another recall, a separate recall for 44,000 Jeep Wranglers worldwide for the same thing. And I know the fix then was also a software flash and a new battery, if needed. If this doesn't illustrate the bullshit that is the vehicle-sized lithium-ion battery, I don't know what does. The lithium-ion battery technology is great for small things, your phone, even though there have been plenty of documented incidents of phone batteries catching fire. But when you blow them up, when you scale them up to this size, there's just too much that can go wrong too easily. These are not safe. I mean, some time back, I did a short a YouTube short comparing this danger with that of a Pinto, a Ford Pinto bursting into flames from a rear-end collision. And some people gave me shit for that, saying, oh no, it's not the same thing. Well, bullshit. Right now, I would feel safer in a fucking Pinto. It took just 22 people, according to the National Highway Transportation Safety Administration, for federal regulations to then require vehicles be able to withstand a 30-mile-per-hour rear-end collision without leaking fuel. What is it going to take? How many people have to die for federal standards to require that a lithium-ion battery not potentially catch fire from shoddy construction? And with all the other problems Stellantis is having right now, I mean, this is probably going to bury them. But Stellantis isn't the only ones having the problem. I think there was a $150 million settlement in I think it was a class action suit against GM over Chevy Bolt batteries catching on fire. Just this past August in Lisbon, Portugal, a parking structure at an airport, I think a couple of floors burned down because of an EV fire. Took out like 200 or 300 vehicles with it. Cargo ship caught on fire, sinking, with thousands of cars on board. Where does it stop? This EV revolution, this lithium-ion Pied Piper is leading everybody right off a fucking cliff. If you get your recall letter and you take your Jeep in to get this looked at, you need to demand a replacement battery. Fuck their software flash. They need to give you a new battery. Better yet, get rid of the damn thing and get a combustion engine if you can. But that's what I think. Let me know what you think in a comment below. Until next time, I'm JR, and I am out.